All my entrepreneurs out there, you definitely want to check out this video I'm going to share with you today, because I'm going to give you the 4-step blueprint on how you can go ahead and build business credit in 2025. None of these outdated models, none of these outdated strategy and tips that influencers and other online gurus are preaching and teaching about. I'm going to give you real time accurate trending information, tips, and strategies on how you'll be able to go ahead and access up to $50,000 to $100,000 in business credit for your business, so it can help you get your business to the next level. So you definitely want to tap in. So let's get straight into it.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it, cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep.
Blueprint Nation, what's going on, man? Thanks for tapping in for another dope video here on the Respect My Blueprint show, where we give you all of the tips and strategies on personal finance, entrepreneurship, business, as well as everything you need to know to go ahead and build your blueprint. Okay. I'm super excited about today's episode. We're going to get right quick into it, because this video here, I want to share with you guys a trending strategy on how you'll be able to go ahead and build business credit in 2025. Now, I know this is a big problem for a lot of entrepreneurs and even aspiring entrepreneurs out there, because 2025 is the year where lenders and credit card companies are really using alternative data when it comes into wanting to build business credit. Building business credit is not no simple fix. It's not no 1, 2, 3 processes. Trust me, guys, it's a process that you have to take. Okay. It's a process that you have to take. And I've decided to go ahead and release a 4-step blueprint where, by following these simple 4 steps, it will put you in the position to be able to go ahead and access business credit for yourself. There's over 600,000 small businesses that open every year in the United States. And believe it or not, nearly half of them fail. And the majority of the reason why they are failing is because a lack of funding, a lack of financing. They are unable to be able to go ahead and sustain their business as they're trying to go ahead and grow the business. Recently, Forbes had released an article not too long ago of 10 reasons as to why business credit scores are very important. And I'm not going to go over all of the 10 reasons, but some of the more reasons that stand out, which is the reason why you would need to build business credit, would be protecting your personal credit. Obviously, you want to be able to separate your business credit, because you don't want to risk your personal wealth when it comes to building your business. That's the reason for entrepreneurship. And that's the reason why they have business credit, because you are able to leverage more funding and more credit for your business. And more importantly, you are only putting the business at risk versus your personal credit at risk. Also, unlocking better financial terms, supporting growth for your business, reducing financial setbacks. These are some of the reasons as to why you would need to build business credit in 2025. And of course, a lot of problem that entrepreneurs get is just a lack of information. There's a lot of information out here online, social media, and YouTube, and different strategies and approaches. Guess what? I'm going to here to go ahead and simplify everything so you're not overloaded. You don't have all this fire hose of information. I'm going to break it down in 4 simple steps, with if you follow these steps, this will give you the blueprint on how to be able to go ahead and build business credit for your business in 2025. All right, so let's not go ahead and waste any time. Let's get straight into the video. I want to go ahead and get straight into the steps for you. Okay, now step number 1 in building business credit in 2025, and this is the most important step, is structuring your business. This is very important. And this first step is make sure that you are properly structured, that coming out of the gate, that you have all of the requirements and check all of the boxes that you need in order to be able to put yourself in position to get business credit for yourself. Okay. So it's very important that you have your business properly structured, so therefore you're able to receive the blessings of business credit, right? So get properly structured, in position to receive the business credit. All right, very simple. All right, now to I know you're probably asking yourself, okay, Wes, how do you properly structure your business? All right, very simple. First things first, what you want to do as structuring your business before you do anything, I highly recommend this is searching the domain name for the business name that you want to go ahead and title your business. All right. A lot of influencers don't mention this, but this is very important. And the main reason why is because you want to do this initially versus trying to do this down the road, because the last thing you want to experience is a situation where you end up filing the business, getting the corporate paperwork structured, and getting everything set up for your business, just to find out down the road that someone else have already secured the domain name for your business. Not only is this disheartening, but what is going to end up happening is going to go ahead and give inconsistencies and also mess up the branding and just the flow of the business if you cannot have the domain name for your business actually in your possession. All right. So the first thing you want to do is secure the domain name for your business. There's plenty of websites out there where you'll be able to go ahead and purchase a domain name. One of the more popular ones, of course, is GoDaddy, and it's very inexpensive. So that's the first step you want to do is secure the domain name as well as a corresponding business email for that domain name as well too. For instance, if you have a business like a plumbing business, Joe's Plumbing, you want to go ahead and have a professional email like info@Joe's Plumbing or support@Joe's Plumbing. So again, this is very important right out of the gate, as this is going to set the tone and the blueprint for the remaining steps that I'm going to mention throughout this video for you here. Okay. Now, once you've went ahead and secured the domain name for your business, the next step you want to do is go ahead and set up an address, aka virtual address for your business. Okay. Again, this is all about making sure that your business is properly structured. Now, this video is for entertainment purposes, okay? Not a tax consultant. This is not legal advice. So I want to make sure I put that disclaimer out there. And there's plenty of options out there where you'll be able to go ahead and search out and seek out as far as being able to go ahead and secure a virtual address for your business. All right. Again, a lot of people use different platforms such as iPostal, Anytime Mailbox. These are two of the more popular ones. Again, I'm not here to recommend any. Please do your due diligence and research. Make sure you do that first. But you definitely want to secure a virtual business address for your business outside of your home personal address. This is very important. You're separating the personal and the business. This is for the following steps. But more importantly, we are wanting to separate our business information from our personal information as well too, for privacy purposes. So once you have your domain name and your business address, the next step, which a lot of us maybe are accustomed to hearing, is obtaining an EIN number for our business. Now, obtaining an EIN number, for those who don't know what that means, EIN stands for Employer Identification Number, which is equivalent to the social security number for your business. Just like how every person has a social security number attached and associated with them individually, your business also will need a social security number in order to apply for business credit, file business taxes, open up a business bank account, and to be able to, again, just identify itself in the business world. So getting a EIN number is absolutely free. You will go directly to the IRS's website. You could just go on Google, obtain EIN number, and it will direct you to the IRS's website where you'll be able to go ahead and get one absolutely free, put in a few basic information, and within no time, you'll be able to have instant access to your EIN number, which then will put you in the ball game of having your business properly structured. Now, once you have done all of these things, of course, before getting your EIN number, you need to register the business. So that's the EIN number comes after this part. So the first step you want to do is get the domain name. Second step is getting your virtual address. Third step is registering your business with the Secretary of State. All right. Now, registering your business, disclaimer, not an attorney or anything like that, guys. So make sure you do your proper due diligence. But whether it's an LLC, limited liability company, S Corp, C Corp, corporation, you have to go ahead and make sure that you are registering your business based upon the pros and cons of what each categorization brings and what is the ultimate outcome that you're looking for with your business. So if you need more consultation or help on this, there are platforms out there where you'll be able to go ahead and get guidance as well as expertise on which is the best direction. But before you go ahead and move forward, you definitely want to make sure that you are properly registering your business with the Secretary of State, whichever home location or state that you're located in. Then, of course, the next step is registering your EIN number. Like I said, go directly to the IRS's website. You'll be able to get an EIN number absolutely free. Now, these are all of the components that you would need on the first step of structuring your business. We are in step one. All right. So, step one in properly structuring your business is getting your domain name and email address, making sure that you get your virtual address, registering your business, and getting your EIN number. Once you've done those four things, now you have completed step one in properly structuring your business. And now we are ready to go ahead and move on into step two. With step two, guys, is making your business fundable. All right. Step two, making your business fundable. Now, this is a very important step following step one, because nowadays in 2025, more and more banks are going to start paying attention to this particular category here on whether to approve you or deny you for business credit. No longer are the days, guys, where lenders and banks are just strictly looking at your personal credit score or making a determination to approve you just on your personal credit score. No, it's not happening. They're going to check your business credit score. They're going to make sure that the data points I'm going to talk about here actually are in place and lines up before they go ahead and approve you. So it's very important you pay attention to this section here. All right. So first thing you need to do on step number two, of course, is creating a professional website for your business. All right. Listen, we're in 2025. All right. Let's keep it real here. Having a professional website for your business is the same thing like back in the day of having a business card for yourself, right? Remember when you would, if you're in an elevator and you would pitch your business to somebody, and the first thing you would do, you hand them your business card. Guess what? Nowadays, what you do, you tell somebody your business's website, or 9 times out of 10, if you give somebody your business card, what the first thing they're going to do? Check out the business website, because the business website is now your business's business card. So it's very important that you go ahead and set up and create a professional business website for your business. Now, there's plenty of platforms and inexpensive options out there where you'll be able to go ahead and set up a business website. Fiverr, Upwork are two of the more popular ones where you'll be able to go ahead and hire a freelancer for a few couple $100 and be able to go ahead and create a website for you. Of course, depending on your budget, you don't have to go ahead out of the gate and create anything too fancy or anything like that. But of course, you do need a business website, as any underwriter, bank, or credit card company, when they are looking at your business application, they're going to go ahead, of course, do the same thing. Look at your business website just to make sure that you have one. All right. Once you have your business website in order, the next thing you want to do is set up a business phone number for your business. Listen, you don't want to use your personal cell phone as listed on your business, although you can attach a business phone number and forward it to your cell phone. That's perfectly fine. But you do want to go ahead and make sure that you have a separate business phone number for your business. Again, there's a lot of inexpensive options out there. Grasshopper is one of the more popular ones that a lot of people are accustomed to and hear about. You could go ahead and go with a platform like that where you'll be able to create your business number but forward it to your cell phone as well too. So this is very important because, again, you are building that professional presence for your business. Last component of step number two of making sure that your business is fundable is making sure that your business is listed across all social media and business directories. All right. Now, this is very important in the aspect of just awareness and SEO purposes. Having social media presence, typically, I recommend the big three, which is Facebook, Instagram, as well as LinkedIn. X also is starting to creep into that category if you want to be able to go ahead and incorporate them. But having at least a presence of the big three of LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram is going to start establishing not only your business presence, but honestly, there's no other way to market your business nowadays. It's outside of social media. And also the business directories, including in that directory is Google, making sure that you have a Google My Business profile set up within your business. So this is going to be very important, not only for reputation, but also being able to nowadays what people do when they Google a business, right? So if somebody Googles your business, you want to make sure that your business is ranked as high as possible on Google in order to go ahead and get your rankings on point. And of course, there's other platforms such as Yelp. You want to be able to register your business on as many business directories as possible. And because this is, of course, going to give you the long term ROI of having your business just being able to go ahead and list on the internet, as well as making it more fundable. Because once you apply for business credit, again, underwriters are going to Google your business, they're going to research your business, and the more that you are out there, the more comfortable and the less risky you are in the eyes of these lenders. All right, so that right there covers all of the steps. Is step two on being able to go ahead and make sure that your business is fundable. Very important that you guys don't skip any of these steps, as this is all needed to be able to go ahead and get you approved for business credit. All right, step number three, and this is also very important, getting set up with the business credit bureaus. Now, again, this is 2025. I see a lot of people online that talks about this topic overlook it, and they don't share it with the community or share it with the world. Again, 2025 lenders are now looking at alternative lending and alternative data points when it comes to approving you for business credit. Okay, so once you have your business properly set up with the first two, this next one is very important, as what you need to understand now, there's a personal credit score and personal credit report. Your personal credit score ranges from 300 to 850. And there's the big three credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion. And all right, so now when it comes to the business side, there's a difference. So now on the business side, it ranges from 10 to 100. So same concept, the higher you are, the less risky you are in the eyes of the business credit reporting agencies. Okay, so you want to get yourself around in the 80-90 range to be able to get approved for business credit. Okay, now with your personal side, there's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion that reports your personal credit scores. Now when it comes to the business side, there's the five major credit reporting agencies, which is Duns and Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, SBFE, Credit Safe, and LexisNexis. These are the five major business credit scoring agencies out there that report business credit data as well as generate business credit reports. Now, when it comes to your credit scores, personally, as there's Vantage scores and there's your FICO score, but when it comes to business, there's four credit scores out there that everybody must be aware of. We're going to break them down. Number one is your Paydex score from Duns and Bradstreet. Number two is your Equifax credit score from Equifax, which is this is your Equifax business score. Number three is your Experian Intella score, which is your business credit score from Experian. And number four is your FICO SBS score, which is your small business scoring service score as well too. So these are the four main credit scoring models strictly for businesses. So for personal, there's two, FICO and Vantage. For business, there's twice as much, four, that you need to be aware of for your business. Again, understanding that these different business credit reporting agencies and the credit scores associated with them and the business credit reports is very important, because again, more and more lenders are not strictly looking at your personal, but they're in conjunction with your business credit data are using this data points to be able to determine whether to approve you for business credit or not. All right, how to be able to go ahead and set up a relationship with these business credit reporting agencies, same concept. Once you go ahead and add a few trade lines to your business, this will automatically allow you to build a profile or generate a profile with each and every one of these business credit reporting agencies outside of Duns and Bradstreet, which is the only credit reporting agency where you need to go ahead and be proactive in creating your paydex score. However, a few options to be able to go ahead and build your business credit score is starting off with a few vendor accounts, or being able to start off with what I call business credit accounts require any PG, that just requires your EIN number. This is something that a lot of influencers or people don't talk about, but I want to share with you. And a few great options out there that I strongly recommend that you could start off with to be able to get you rolling out of the gate, which is NAV, Credit Strong, Divvy, and Ramp. These are 4 options where you really don't need, there's no credit check, no personal guarantee, strictly based off your EIN number. You'll be able to go ahead and start off with these starter business credit lines that will be able to go ahead and add some trade lines with your business. Be responsible with these trade lines, pay them on time, don't carry a high utilization. And what that ultimately is going to do, that's going to lead you to be able to go ahead and start building up your business credit score with each one of the business credit reporting agencies, and put you in a position to, when you apply for business credit, you're looking real good and you'll be able to go ahead and get that back for the business credit cards. Okay. So that right there, guys, is everything you need to do in step 3 as far as making sure you get your business set up to with the business credit reporting agencies. Now, moving on to the last and final step 4, which is, this is very important, and most of you probably are dreading this one here, but guess what? It is mandatory, but guess what? You still need to leverage your personal credit. That's step 4, leveraging your personal credit. You want to make sure before you apply for any type of business credit that you are in position on with your personal credit to be able to get approved for business credit. All right. Listen, it still doesn't change. You need to at least have a 700 or better credit score to be able to go ahead and get approved for business. Banks and lenders, despite whatever your business is, they are going to want to make sure that the owner of the business is still responsible with their credit personally, and view the credit worthiness of the owner before they are able to trust your business with any type of business credit. Several steps that you need to do. Listen, credit is the most important financial tool in America. And as you can see, not only on your personal lifestyle, but it is also largely dependent on your business as well too, whether you can go ahead and put it to the next level or not. All right. So a few tips and strategies on being able to leverage your personal credit score, especially if your credit begins in the 4, 5, or 6 range. First thing you want to do is making sure that you check in your credit report. This right here is very important, and a lot of people overlook this because a lot of people, is not a habit for them to stay on top of their credit. You can't fix what you can't see, right? So making sure you check your credit report, at least start off once on a monthly basis, but if you can do so once every 2 weeks, this is number 1, is going to start developing good habits. But more importantly, it puts you in a offensive mode where you'll be able to go ahead and spot out any inconsistencies, prevent yourself from being a victim of identity theft, as that has become a big problem nowadays. So you want to make sure that you're checking your credit reports on a regular basis. If you can't, a lot of people recommend once per year, once every 6 months. I say that is too far in between. I recommend at least once on a monthly basis. That's going to start building your habits and put you in a position to start caring more about your credit and being more heavily invested into it as well too. Also, next thing you want to do as you're checking your credit report, freezing your secondary bureaus, right? The less access that you give to the credit reporting agencies on your personal credit report, the less you are exposing yourself to data breaches, the exposing yourself to identity theft, less you're exposing yourself to be able to go ahead and be unsuccessful in any type of credit repair process as well too. So this is very important. I won't go too much into these particular steps or in the weeds of it. If you need help on being able to go ahead and leverage your personal credit or fixing your personal credit, check out the link down below. I do have a community where we can help you not only fix your credit, but we could build your credit little to no time we can go ahead and put you in position to be able to go ahead and get your credit on point, so you'll be able to go ahead and take advantage of these 4 steps that I'm outlining here. And that's about it, guys. That's everything you need to know to be able to go ahead and build business credit in 2025. Follow all of the steps here. I know we covered a lot in between the steps, but it's very important that I really wanted to break down the details and give you guys a full scope and the full blueprint on how to be able to go ahead and build business credit for yourself in 2025. Quick recap. Number one, you want to make sure that your business is properly structured. Okay. Getting that domain name is very important right out of the gate. Again, you want to do that first before you do it any other time down the line. And guess what? You find out that somebody else got it, and now we're back at square one again. Okay. So making sure that you got your domain name, making sure that you got your email address associated with the domain name, making sure you got your business address, virtual address, you get your business properly structured to get your EIN number. That completes number one right there, right? So making sure, step two, making sure your business is fundable, getting that website. Don't do anything major without getting a website, guys. Very important. Getting your business phone number and setting yourself up with your online presence. There sets up everything that you need for step two. Step three, making sure that you are recognized with the business credit bureaus. Again, there is the 5 business credit reporting agencies out there, as well as the 4 business credit scoring models out there that you definitely want to make sure that you're up in the high, as close to 100 as possible, as that's going to go ahead and put you in good position to be able to get approved for business credit. And last but not least, like I mentioned, once you have all 3 steps done, the last and final step, leveraging your personal credit. There's nothing that's more important than understanding you're going to need your personal credit, not just for your personal lifestyle, but guess what? Your business lifestyle is going to be depending on it. All right. Listen, I hope you guys got a lot of great value and information from this video. We covered a lot, a little longer than I expected, but I wanted to make sure I give you everything, all of the blueprint that you need to be able to go ahead and get on point with your business. If you need more help, if this video didn't give you everything you need, if you felt like I left anything out, do me a favor, drop in the comments. I'll go ahead and respond to any questions that you have, any concerns. Me and my team stay on top of it. We're here to bless you guys and make sure that we do everything possible to get your business off the ground. But if you need more help after that, go ahead and join the community. Like I said, we're not only helping individuals build their personal credit, but we'll also walk with you, guide you, and give you all the tips and strategies on how to build your business credit as well too. All right. So definitely check us out in the Credit the Game Academy. This is the #1 academy in not only financial literacy, but also getting individuals to the next level. Do me a huge favor. If you got a lot of great value from this content, hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss out game and gems and blueprints that we're dropping like this each and every week to the YouTube audience and to the world to be able to go ahead and build up as many small businesses out there. Also hit the bell notification and hit the like button. Hitting that like button helps us out. We don't ask for anything in between. I will never ask for any money, any Bitcoin or anything like that. So beware if anybody trying to scam you. The only thing we want is to be able to go ahead and hit that like button to grow the algorithm for us. But other than that, thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. And I will catch you on the flip side. Take care. Peace.
Blueprint, yeah. This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it, cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep, Wes Paul with Blueprint. This guests are exclusive. Get on and tune in and then learn some new tips about credit, finance, investment. A nice chance to get rich and buy land. Flip it, quick 9 bands. Learn all the skills from Wes, he did it. Learn how to build successful business. Run up a mill and get the digits. Run up a mill. Look, safe place where guests are speaking. Based on financial freedom. All facts, no cap, believe it. Podcast, you have to see it.